Be me. Do nothing all day and be depressed. Start walking on the treadmill for hours. Get better diet. Become happier. Start hating people less. Skin clears up. Look better. Why haven't I been doing this? Holy shit, I think you're onto something. I should try this too. I wish nothing more than to be a cute anime girl. Finally, pure radium. Be me. Get fit. Get tons of compliments but shirtless. Still live an empty life with no friends. Realize this brings me no real happiness and that there is no point. Slowly go to the gym less and less until I stop altogether. Skinny again. Honestly, you should never stop having goals. And aesthetics won't bring you happiness. That's more spiritual than anything, Anon. Got another reply to the Radium post. Sometimes I wish I met you robots IRL so we can motivate each other into getting /fit. Shit's pointless if you have no one to share the experience with. A lot of bros on the board today, huh? God damn. This picture's called images.png. I got pegged. Be me. Get summoned for jury duty. Case was 3 weeks long. Fellow juror was a chick around my age, late 20s. She's tall, taller than me by 3 or 4 inches. We get talking. We hit it off. We sit together at lunch every day. She asked for my number. Didn't think she would like me because I'm short compared to her. We begin texting back and forth all night. She tells me she thinks I'm cute and wants to Yahoo! She tells me she loves pegging, asks if I want to try. Never been pegged before. Agree to do it with her because I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years. Painful when the strap-on is first inserted. Thought I was gonna hate it. But after the pain went away, I had my first prostate best orgasm of my life. To end off, she rode my dick until I came inside her. She's extremely rough and dominant. I feel like the woman in this relationship because I'm smaller than her and took the female role in bed. But the sex is wild. Told her about my foot fetish. She won't stop sending me pics of her feet. I think I'm in love. Good for you, OP. Homo. Tell us more about the especially rough parts. I'm into that. Lucky Anon. Oh man. Lucky bastard. I wish I had a girl who's into play. Anons keep asking for him to go into detail, so I'm just not gonna. That's enough. Let's see some of the replies. Does she show any love to the balls? Post her feets, you The part that really makes you a is that you showed up for jury duty. Gotta reply to that. Based post. The stories and information posted here are artistic works of fiction and falsehood. Only a fool would take anything posted here as a fact. Regardless if the story is a LARP, still a massive OP. If that's the case, OP's a pretty good LARPer. He gave some specific details. Wholesome as OP, live the dream. Pic/videos with proof and timestamp, or GTFO. Dump her and try the real thing. You'll see, you won't be able to stop getting by multiple guys. Download Grindr and try to find people close to where you are. Then just let them in your ass one after the other. Yeah, that sounds super safe and responsible, Anon. Great reply. Life hoard. But I'm hoarder. Be me. A couple of years ago, constantly on Discord with an e-boyfriend way out of my age range and servers that hated me. I'd cut myself and pull out my own hair to cope with my anger. Then my parents divorced and my mom developed cancer, causing me to spiral. I decided one day to delete all social media and devote months into studying. Then finals came and I passed with stellar results. I am now enrolled in medical school, studying to become a doctor. I still browse this board sometimes, but have since neglected my online life as a whole. Change is always possible, Anons. I believe in you. You sound exactly like me. Holy shit. Every detail you shared of your life is extremely similar to mine. I'm glad you got better. Heart, this inspires me to hop on the right track too. Be the bee you want to be. We're all so proud of you, for real. May good things continue coming your way. A heartwarming thread, very nice to see. That's cool, what color are your panties? It wouldn't be 4Chan without that. Write the final episode of R9K. OP, for the first time in history, actually left 4Chan. He met the love of his life in the age of 28 and she died 4 years later in a car accident. So now he's living to honor her memory and achieve his dreams and hers. The Basement Gamer finally finished his backlog of games, realized he was capable of more than just grinding levels in gacha games, now works at an indie studio. The Angry Edge Poster turned his rage into creative fuel, became a writer for a punk side. People actually love his stuff. The Quiet Lurker never replied to a thread. The Femanon stopped lurking and rage baiting and logged off for good, used her snark to ace law school, now fights for women who can't fight for themselves. The Incel King watched his favorite e-girl get married, threw his wife a pillow away and started therapy. Still cringes, but he's trying. Let's see Anon's finishers to this story. OPU finally accepts that he is a Someone makes a thread about how they hate women because a woman looked at them and didn't them. Someone talks about how they hate black people in a thread. Somehow we end up on the topic of politics in the United States and both sides are coping and seething. The word and is said a couple of times. Someone says they are biological female and is told to send boobs or GTFO. Thread is deleted by moderators for some reason. Nice, keep them coming. The femsol LARPer finally transitioned and are actually happy now. Last I heard they moved in with their boyfriend out of state. Why is this written like the epilogue of an early 2000s black movie? Is that what you got from this? Those are the only replies. I'm so lonely, bros. Beamy, 4 years ago. Found a nice small Discord community. Lots of 10 out of 10 girls. Gained their trust by being nice and soft. Suddenly turns alcoholic. Horny drunk text them. Shits went wrong. Lost all of the girls and male friends. Still thinking about it every day. Unironically won a KMS. Sometimes my male Discord friends get drunk and message me weird, but I just laugh about it. Usually they apologize once sober and no harm done. We gotta reply to that. Beamy. Drunk Han retext. OMG, I'm so sorry. Next week, drunk text again. I wanna on your half British, half Jewish nose so bad and your voice is perfect for GOI countdown. Friendship ruined. Unironically wanna myself. Gotta reply to that. Yep, that'll do it. Unironically wanna put me peener into vagina. Welcome back, Vagina Man. Just don't be a drunkard subhuman. Which type of gotcha gamer are you? All of these guys are gooners. Beamy. Gooner. Off at least one time per day. I don't know if you'd qualify as gooner OP with those types of stats. Get insecure about my habit when my friends say that they rarely off. Decide to go on nofap. End up just feeling agitated and can't think straight. Miraculously last about a week, the most unproductive week in a while. Finally goon and feel infinitely more normal and calm. My autistic ass finally realized that they were just blatantly lying. I get lying about your height to girls, but lying about jerking off? That's the most unimportant thing imaginable. But you Jews still lie about that. Goon. Can we all just collectively start calling it fapping again? Gotta reply to that. Fapping and gooning are not direct synonyms. Fapping is like having one drink and gooning is like going on an extended bender that leaves you spending the entire next morning vomiting your guts out and hating yourself. A few more replies to OP. Where is my limbus? I need to wank at least 2 to 3 times a day to stay sane. Guys who rarely off are just low test. When my test is low AF, I only do it once a week. Good to know, Anons. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog, by Mark Twain. Humiliated on Valentine's Day. Beamy. Valentine's Day. Single. Walk home. Casual. Spot a chick and a guy looking at me, laughing. Hey, what's your name? I'm Anon. The guy says, Anon, this girl likes you. That gif. Walk past them. The girl says, oh look, he's so cute. They start laughing. People around give me a look of pettiness. Go home faster. It's the worst feeling. You can feel the humiliation in your stomach. I felt sick. OP, you just so happen to run into a bunch of jackasses. Their opinions are worthless. I can tell from this post that you're in high school or something, and this happened in high school. People do not randomly talk to other people on the street. Either way, I'm sorry. Normal. Reply to that. Yeah, you're right. I'm 18, and where I'm from, we stay in high school at this age. I didn't want people to think I'm underage. Keep your chin up, Anon. You're a good person with value. Try to get a little better every day. That's a good reply. You're obviously underage, but I sympathize with you. I dealt with similar things from norm as a teenager. When I grew up and got bigger, the normal coward stopped though. Beamy. Sitting on the train. See a cutie guy with his friends. Start eavesdropping their conversation. Hear him say something about AP classes and applying to college next year. Realization that he's an awkward teenager in high school hits. Immediately unattracted. He might as well be wearing pull-ups. Feel weird about myself. Also feel weird about feeling weird because he's probably only a couple years younger than me. Is this something that happens to you guys too, or do you just not care? Gotta reply to that. Can we talk about how problematic that is like? OP replied to that. Meme aside, it did feel like a predator. OP then replied to their own post. Okay, I made a typo, I should just myself. Without explaining what the typo is. But you recognize that this is not something you want to entertain. That's good enough. That feeling came naturally, but what I don't understand is how the feeling doesn't come naturally for what seems like a lot of moids on this board. Reply to that. They simply have no internal monologue. It comes from men too, but they choose to ignore it. Yeah, we get this feeling about hags instead. I know you're baiting right now, but entertain me. What do you consider a hag? No reply to that. I feel like this isn't exclusively an American thing. Back when I was on my second year of high school, I spent like 8 months talking to this chick from the US who had graduated the year before, and even though we both liked each other, she refused to be in a relationship with me because she was 18 and I was 17. I found it incredibly nonsensical then, as I do now, but I guess something about their culture being born from the most prude hard-asses England had to offer has something to do with it. And then we got people arguing about evolution in the replies.